Alright, so I received this package in the mail the other day from Luscious Cosmetics, and I was super excited to get this because they sent me a bunch of different little products to try. So we're going to go ahead and try them all out. The first thing I'm going to do is, of course, put my hair back before we start our face makeup. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be trying out today is their Camera Stick Foundation, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on my face. And wow, that looks like it's like very full coverage, so I'm not going to put too much on my face. And it smells like baby powder, so it does smell really good. So I'm going to put that everywhere. So now that I only look the slightest bit crazy, I'm going to take my Pure Cosmetics Beauty Sponge and try to blend it all out. So far it seems to be blending really nicely and very easily. It does look like it's not sinking into my pores right here, but maybe we can fix that up with some concealer. And wow, I was not expecting it to be this full coverage, and I know I look a little crazy right now, but it is like super full coverage. So this retails for $21, and of course I have not worn it all day, so I don't really know if it's worth the money. But just by applying it to my face, it looks pretty worth the money for how full coverage it is. It looks really nice. Okay, so wow, I am very shook and impressed by how full coverage this is, and the fact that it's only $21. It blended out very nicely, but they didn't send me with the concealer, so I'm just going to go ahead and go in with my Tarte Shape Tape as usual. And I like to apply like a little amount of this concealer just because I feel like it blends out better under my eyes since I have such a dry face. So my skin is very dry and everything creases on me, so when I use less product it creases less, so that's a very nice thing. And now I'm just blending it out. So the next thing they sent me was their Camera Powder Invisible Setting Powder, and I'm assuming that means that there will be no flashback with this and it's perfect for the camera. And I absolutely love the packaging. Itself is absolutely amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up, and the powder looks like this. And I'm gonna set my under eyes with this, and it came with like a little sponge thing. So I am setting my under eyes. Okay, so it like really makes wherever the powder hits very matte, which is cool. I guess I'll just have to kind of set the rest of my face because I can see it like kind of changing colors. So one thing I'm noticing is that it is leaving like a white residue on certain spots. Like certain spots won't blend in, and it's taking up the foundation right there on my nose. Now where it did blend into the skin, it had turned like a darker color, so it's a little weird. And I can feel the powder on my face. Like it feels like my face is really stiff, and it didn't feel like that before the powder, so that's another weird thing. But on the skin itself, not directly on the nose where it's really white at, it doesn't look too bad. It actually looks like it didn't make my skin look so drying, so that's one plus about it. So I don't know if this is a good idea, but I have to kind of go in and fix that on the nose. don't know if you guys can see it, but it did take up some foundation right there. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this powder because now that it's set for a little bit and it's been on my face for a couple seconds, it had like sinking into the skin and now it looks good. So I guess that's a good thing, but at first it had me a little scared because everything on my face was pretty white and there was like residue everywhere. But you know, I don't know. So far I'm kind of liking it. I guess I'll see how it wears throughout the day. So the next thing they sent me was 2 face contour kits. And I thought that one was lighter, one was darker because they sent me 2 of them. But when I got to looking at them, they're completely different. So this one is their matte drama, and then this one is their just regular one, I guess. It doesn't really say. And I have swatched them on the back of my hand right here, so they do look a little used. So the one we're going to be using is this one because it seems to match my skin a lot better. So we're going to be taking this light color right here, and we're going to take this bronzing brush, and I'm going to lightly dip into that, and now I'm just trying to bronze up my face with it, tapping it off. See how it does that? It's a little weird to me. I think that it does eventually blend out. I don't know. Let's go on to the next face. See, this side blended out very nicely. This one is having some trouble. And now I'm just going to take the leftover product on my chin, and now tapping into that lightly and putting on the temples of my forehead. So this might be a little ratchet, but I'm going to squeeze my brush and lightly dip into that and try to put that on my nose. I don't know, I saw someone do it on YouTube. And now I'm trying to lightly put it on my nose. Now I'm going to be taking this Morphe G30 brush, and I like to use this brush for contouring, so I'm going to dip into this darker powder right here, and then of course tap it off, and basically just, oh fuck. Oh, okay. Houston, we have a problem. That was like, see, that's what I was hoping for, and this is what I got. Okay, well, I'm going to blend it out on this side, and then we'll try to fix this side. So that is obviously way too much, but it did blend out not too bad. So I'm just going to go in with the fluffier brush and try to blend it out. And it does look like it's blending out, so at first, of course, that was really scary, but we're just gonna even them out a little bit because I got somewhere to go after this. Now that it's blended out, it actually doesn't look too bad, but I'm gonna go in with the white color from the palette and try to, like, I don't know, wipe away a little bit of it, kind of sharpen it up a little bit because I didn't bring the proper tools to fix it downstairs, and I'm too lazy to go upstairs, so I'm just kind of trying to blend it out a little bit. So far it looks pretty good, so I'm going to take the white powder and I want to see what it looks like under the eyes, and it looks the same. So that's a good thing, I guess. I guess it looks good under the eyes. I just used a little bit of product because I am scared to use more than that. But it looks pretty good so far. So we are done with these. So the next thing in the box is an eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to take this flat brush and put a little bit of that on there. And wow, that looks dark. And I'm going to prime my eyes. So before that eye creases, I'm going to take the white color from this contour palette and just go ahead and quickly set over that. in the box are brow items, and these ones came with like little stencils. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these, but I might for fun. And then it came with like this little mini brow tool kit thingy, and I'm going to open it up. And it looks like this, which looks really good. And then this one is a cream. So you open up the side of this and it comes with like little mini tools, which is super adorable. Again, I don't know if I'm going to use those because those are really small, but they are super cute, so we shall see. And then the next brow item it came with was this Luscious Brow Luxe brow pencil, and open it up and it just looks like this. It's very slanted, and I suck at using brow pencils, but we're gonna give it a whirl today. And then it came with a brow gel, which is another item I'm super excited about because I love eyebrow gels. So I'm gonna go in with the little mini spoolie they sent me and spoolie out my eyebrows. And now I'm gonna go in with their Luscious Brow Luxe eyebrow pencil, and I'm gonna try to use this today, even though I really suck at eyebrow pencils. So we're gonna try it out, and it might be too light for me. So far, I'm liking how it is applying on the eyebrow. It's looking pretty good. It's making it look more natural instead of drawn on. Alright, so for the fun of it, I'm going to take the little brush they use, and I'm going to go into the darkest, that's really pigmented, I'm going to go into the darkest color, and I don't think I can do this. This is small. Alright, and try to draw on my eyebrows. So I'm just going to go into the brow brush that I usually use because the other one was too small for my liking, and go ahead and draw out my eyebrows with this product. So now I'm just wiping off the brush, and then I'm going to go into this little middle color right here. It's a little bit lighter than the other one, and then do the front of my brows. Alright, so I was a little scared at first, but so far I actually do like this brow product. It makes my eyebrows look a little bit more natural, as you would say, than as I usually would do them. So the next thing I'm going to take is their Brow Luxe Brow Gel and pull it out and then use it on my eyebrows. And it doesn't really look like there is any product on it, but we're going to see. Okay, there's like no product on this. I'm gonna like try to dump it out. So I think there's like no product in here whatsoever. Like it doesn't even feel like the slightest bit wet, so I guess I got like a bad product on accident. I'm just going to brush out my brows normally. So I forgot that there is a cream highlighter in here to use, and I already swatched it on the back of my hand, and it's kind of coming off just because I've been using wipes and stuff. But I'm going to, even though I already used powder on my face, I'm just going to take a little bit of this on my finger and just very lightly apply this to my cheeks. And I'm not expecting like a dramatic highlight or anything because I did put powder on it, so I'm not going to put a lot, but just so I can say I used it. And honestly, I think this would be like a really, what the fuck? So honestly, I do think that this would be like a really awesome highlighter, and that's a lot for a cream highlighter. Like, usually cream highlighters suck to me, but I can't use a lot of it because I did put powder on my face. But for the little tiny amount that I used, it looks pretty good. And now I'm just taking my setting spray and spraying my face. So I'm like really excited to use this highlighter on a day that I didn't set my face because it looks really good, it swatches really nice, and for the small amount of product that I put on my face, it looks really good. You can't really see it on camera, but so far all of these are an A+ to me. And I'm just going to be taking my little e.l.f. highlighter and highlighting my face as I usually would. So since they did supply me with an eyeshadow primer, I will be doing eyeshadow today, and that is all of the products that they sent me. I used everything, but I'm just going to go ahead and take my Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette and just dip into this little pink shade right here and do my eyeshadow very fast. Now I'm just dipping into these two pink colors and using them as a darker transition color, making sure everything is blended, of course. And now I'm just taking a flat little fluffy brush and going into that bossy maroon color and just putting that all over the lid. Now I'm just going back in with that blending brush and those two pink colors and blending everything out. Just picking up that maroon color and smudging that with a small little brush under my lower lashes. And now I'm just taking my IT Cosmetics gel liner and smudging this in my waterline. Now with like a really small little fluffy blending brush, I'm taking these two pink colors, mixing them together, tapping it off, and then blending out where I just put that dark color at. And now to be a little extra, I'm taking the Ciate London eyeliner and doing my winged liner off camera. So I did my eyeliner off camera, so now I'm just taking my Pure Cosmetics mascara and just ignore my eyeliner because I suck at doing eyeliner. And I'm just taking my little e.l.f. highlighter and putting that on the inner corner. And now I'm just taking this ColourPop Lippy Stick in Oh Snap and putting it on my lips. Alright, so that is the completed look using Luscious Cosmetics and of course a couple other brands like the eyes and the lips products. So, you know, so far, honestly, I really love this look, how it turned out, just the face products in general. So when I put the foundation on, I was like, wow, this is super full coverage. So I like immediately picked up my phone and I was like, how much does this cost? It cost $21, which is pretty expensive if you know you're someone who shops in like the drugstore range. But for how full coverage it is and how good it looks on the skin, I think it's definitely worth it, especially because a lot of other high-end brands who aren't this full coverage are double the price. So this is super nice. Now, of course, I don't know how much it wears throughout the day. Like, I don't know if it wears nicely, but so far it looks really good. And then the other products had me a little scared at first. When I put the bronzer and contour on, I was like, yikes, this is a little scary. I was like, this is very pigmented, it's not blending out, and eventually it all came together and it looks really good now. So I just got a little scared at first. And when I put the setting powder on, it was a product I was super excited about, and when I put it on, I was like, this is leaving my face white. Like, what is it doing? It's changing colors, and then all of a sudden it's sunk into my skin and it looks great now. I never set my face with powders because my skin is very dry, and now my skin doesn't look dry. It looks great, so I'm loving the product. For the eyebrow product, I looked at it and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to use this, I'm not going to like it, but we're going to try it out anyways. And when I put it on the eyebrows, I was like, you know what, this looks really nice. It matches my eyebrow color really well. Now, the only thing I was disappointed in was the eyebrow gel, because it literally had no product in it. I like put it on my brows and it had no product. I rubbed it on the back of my hand and I was like, there is no product in here. And I tried to like dump it out of the container. It didn't work, so I think I just got like a faulty product. But other than that, I really loved everything in this box. Everything had me, you know, a little bit shook actually. Thank you guys so much for watching and hearing my review on Luscious Cosmetics. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video.